Hello everybody and welcome back to the Prelim SEO channel. And in today's super quick, super rapid video, we're going to be covering how long does it take for SEO to actually become effective on a website. Or more specifically, when can you start seeing returns on your investment for SEO? And this is a very difficult question to answer holistically and realistically because there's a lot of things that go into the sort of process of defining that. For example, you might notice, and this is just from my personal experience, you might not notice an immediate growth in your website or an immediate rapid growth in your website's traffic or impressions, okay? But you might see an uptick in regards to your potential queries or potential clients and leads, okay? This is if your SEO is focused more specifically on a direct input, meaning that people are getting more relevant information that is swaying their decision making towards you instead of somebody else. Then you also get the sandbox period for new websites. So if you've just registered a domain and it hasn't existed for a long time, that could mean that your website goes into what is called the sandbox period, or what I call the sandbox period. It's basically around a month to 3 months where your website is not really going to rank very highly because Google is testing to see if your website is a trustworthy source. A lot of websites that you will notice in the top 10 or top 100 websites across the internet is like that because they've been around for a long time or long enough that their reputation has been cemented. If you take a look at this in terms of YouTube, YouTube has been around for 18 years now, less, I think. Let's say roughly 15 years, right? YouTube has been around for a really long time in terms of the internet's grand scale, which means that in the beginning, YouTube was not really a place where people went for serious content or to get serious information. Now it is one of the premium networks for learning, news, reviews, everything, right? And that is because its reputation has been built up over the years to the point where it is now this massive, okay? Same goes for other websites. If you just start off your website and you've got content in there and it's crawled, your website isn't going to have a very good trust rating until it starts getting those backlinks, until it starts existing for a certain period of time before everything starts to go into motion. Now, if you're purchasing a domain that has existed before, that has been purchased before, that might come with some pre-existing backlinks, and that will assist you. And your domain might have um, some more kick to it, so you'll get out of that sandbox period quicker, or might not be placed into it at all. Uh, on the other hand, depending on your SEO efforts, if your website has existed for a long time, you've got relevant backlinks, and you're just going in there to optimize your content, well, now Google might start recognizing you as a reliable website that is now starting to push things out. For example, one of our client websites was in very bad straits, and when I started working on it, it took me less than a month to get them ranking for thousands of more impressions and clicks than they used to. Okay, and that's simply because I know what I'm doing. I'm putting the SEO time and effort in to getting that content optimized correctly and sorting out the linking issue. Simple things like that can really change things up. So in the end, let's answer the question, what is the time frame that it takes for SEO to really become effective on a website? Well, that's simple. If your website is brand new, you're starting off from scratch and the domain has no backlinks or no history on the internet, you will start seeing impacts in between 2 to 3 months. Reliable impact I would say. If your website is on a domain that existed already and that it is now just being built up, you might see impacts within 2 months. Okay. If you have an existing website, you might see impacts within the first few weeks. But the time frame usually refers to 1 month to 3 to 6 months in the worst cases. Okay. So this is all for me today. I hope this was insightful. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you all tomorrow.